Forbidden Planet, 1956, full story and creators. Overview. Forbidden Planet is a classic 1956 science fiction film directed by Fred M. Wilcox, produced by Nicholas Nayfack, and written by Cyril Hume. It was inspired by Shakespeare's play The Tempest and is considered one of the most influential sci-fi movies of all time. The film introduced groundbreaking special effects, the famous Robby the Robot, and an electronic music score. Story summary. The film is set in the 23rd century and follows a United Planets starship, C-57D, commanded by Commander John J. Adams, Leslie Nielsen, sent to the distant planet Altair to investigate a colony's silence. Upon arrival, Adams and his crew meet Dr. Edward Morbius, Walter Pidgeon, a brilliant scientist, and his daughter Altaira Morbius, and Francis, the only survivors of the expedition. Morbius warns them to leave, saying an invisible force killed the other colonists. Morbius has discovered advanced technology left behind by an extinct race, the Krell, who had developed machines that could materialize thoughts. Using their technology, Morbius has become highly intelligent, but is unaware that the machine is also bringing his subconscious fears to life, manifesting as a monstrous eyed monster that kills those who threaten him. As Adams falls in love with Altaira, Morbius realizes the machine is connected to his mind and that he is the source of the monster. In a final act, Morbius sacrifices himself to destroy the Krell machine, preventing further destruction. The crew leaves with Altaira before the planet is obliterated. Key creators and cast. Director, Fred M. Wilcox. Producer, Nicholas Nayfack. Screenwriter, Cyril Hume. Story inspiration, The Tempest by William Shakespeare. Music, Louis and B. Barron, first all-electronic film score. Main cast, Leslie Nielsen as Commander Adams, Walter Pidgeon as Dr. Morbius, Anne Francis as Altaira, Robby the Robot as himself. Legacy. Forbidden Planet influenced later sci-fi films, including Star Trek and Star Wars. It was one of the first films to depict space travel realistically and explore deep psychological themes. Would you like more details on its impact or production? More details about Forbidden Planet, 1956. 1. Background and inspiration. Forbidden Planet is loosely based on William Shakespeare's The Tempest, but reimagined as a futuristic science fiction tale. In the original play, Prospero is a magician living in exile on an island with his daughter Miranda, much like Dr. Morbius and Altaira on Altair IV. The unseen force attacking outsiders is similar to Shakespeare's magical spirit, Ariel, or the beastly Caliban. 2. Story and key themes. The film explores themes such as man versus technology. The Krell's downfall was caused by their unchecked technological advancement, paralleling real-world concerns about artificial intelligence and nuclear power. Freudian psychology, the id, ego, and superego. The film introduces the concept of the id monster, representing repressed desires and subconscious fears made real by the Krell machine. Dr. Morbius, unknowingly powered by the machine, manifests his inner demons as a destructive force. Isolation and power. Morbius, much like Prospero, is isolated and sees himself as the guardian of superior knowledge. His hubris blinds him to the dangers of his discoveries. Human exploration and colonialism. The arrival of the space crew reflects mankind's tendency to explore and interfere in unknown territories, much like early European explorers. 3. Production and groundbreaking effects. Robby the Robot, one of the first fully realized robots in film history. Designed by Robert Kinoshita, Robby became a pop culture icon and inspired later robots in Star Wars, Star Trek, and Lost in Space. Set design and special effects. The film's matte paintings and miniatures were revolutionary, depicting vast alien landscapes. Cinematography. Shot in CinemaScope Eastman color. The widescreen format made the visuals more immersive. Animation by Disney Studios. The glowing-eyed monster was created using hand-drawn animation by Disney artist Joshua Metter. Electronic music score. The soundtrack by Louis and B. Barron was the first entirely electronic score in a film. The eerie sounds helped establish an alien atmosphere and influenced sci-fi music for decades. 4. Influence on science fiction and pop culture. Star Trek 1966. Forbidden Planet heavily influenced Star Trek in terms of themes, set design, and the idea of an interstellar crew exploring unknown worlds. 2001. A Space Odyssey 1968. The concept of advanced alien technology affecting human evolution mirrors the Krell technology's effect on Morbius. Star Wars 1977. The visuals of Altair IV inspired George Lucas in designing alien planets. Other sci-fi films and TV shows, The Outer Limits, Doctor Who, and Lost in Space, all borrowed elements from Forbidden Planet. 5. Cultural recognition and legacy. Selected for preservation in the U.S. National Film Registry by the Library of Congress in 2013 for being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. Ranked among the greatest sci-fi films of all time. Robby the Robot became a cult icon, appearing in later films and TV shows. The film's themes of AI, psychology, and technology remain relevant in today's discussions on artificial intelligence and ethics. Would you like more details on behind-the-scenes stories or cast insights?